Hello from ChinaTuber.com. This is Mark Josie. Today will be a shooting testing video, a very technical one, to Chrono my Tiberius T4.1 with a setup that runs CO2 or like air or CO2 from the mag and up. So we talked about this before. We installed the body plug to plug the regulator right here, so no air is going out. You can basically even remove this tube and it will still work. So right now it's just there, you know, just so that I don't lose it. Anyway, so this thing, no air will come out. Okay, so today we're going to do a chrono test using super high power. This is the highest power I can do. I actually tried to tune the regulator higher and it blew the O-ring. So this is the safe and also high power kind of range. Okay, so you don't want to blow O-rings and such. And also not forget that your magazine only holds 10 rounds. Okay, there's another one that holds 14 rounds and it's like very long. So give and take. Okay, this is the 10 rounds, very compact. Okay guys, let's load the CO2 in like that and twist this. Okay, so I want to also emphasize one thing, is that if you're using the Tiberius 4.1 T4.1 for the high power shooting, okay, like up to 30 joules kind of thing, you cannot tune the gun very hot as the T9 or T8.1. Why? The reason is because even you tune it to a very high power, the CO2 is going to freeze up in a few shots, and then the gun cannot cycle properly, and that is a big problem. Okay, never mind, just let us put this thing into the gun. Okay, today we'll be shooting breaker balls. So breaker balls are 6.2 grams. So let's see what happened. Now let me grab some breaker balls over. Okay, breaker balls. There we go. Okay, so we'll be shooting breaker balls and checking out the FPS and such. Let's load it up with 10 breaker balls. These are measured to be 6.2 grams each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, I picked 10 out of the box. Okay, so 10 balls there with air and my chronograph ready. Let's go to the shooting area. Check it out. Okay, there we go. We're gonna shoot, and also you see how compact this is. It's very lightweight. You can hold it with one hand, and you can even have your foregrip there, like so. Okay, very cool. Okay, we're gonna shoot into this with our chrono ready. And mind you that from time to time we got to empty the balls out too, because we don't want the balls to hit each other. Okay, so basically that's it. Just put the gun on safe and shove the mag in. There we go. Mag in, no leaks. Okay, let's get some shooting done. First round. Okay, it's 328. 328. That is a high, very high number. We're at about 38 joules. Okay, let me try to see if I can find that ball first. Okay, it rolled down. So 328 with breaker balls, high power, very high power. 336. Okay, second shot, 336. This is actually very, very high power. We're at about 30 joules now, over 30 joules. Okay, 328 again, so about 30 joules. Okay, very nice. We did 3. Number 4 shot, fourth shot. 327. Okay, wow, we're getting at the 30 joules mark all the time. Okay, just so that we get our breaker balls and not break them. Okay, let's shoot again. 325. Okay, we're at the 29, 20 29 to 30 joules range all the time right now. Okay. Fifth shot. 324, as you can see, we're dropping 324. Okay. $271. Okay, so we are dropping power on the stick for 7th shot already. 271. Not very good, eh? 271. So if you shoot really fast, you can expect your CO2 to be dying already. Very low, 225, we're out of CO2. Okay, so how many shots do we have left inside the gun? Let us do a little check here, okay? So as you can see, we have 1 round. 1. Now I'm going to push it back. Pull the bolt again. Okay, we have 2 rounds. 1, 2, and... Okay, so we shot 8 rounds out of 10. And we're out of CO2. Okay, out of CO2. So basically, we do this ejection method and we're done. So you got 8 rounds only out of 1 magazine. Okay guys, so this is a test. As you can see, the T4.1 is able to shoot at 30 joules or 30, even 31, 32 joules. Okay. So the 320 something FPS is about 30 something joules, I believe. And so yeah, this thing can shoot very high power with CO2. The only problem is you can only have 8 shots out of the 10. So imagine if you have a magazine with 14 shots, you're not going to finish all that stuff in there. Okay, even I'm shooting a bit slow, you can only get 8 shots. The last 2 shots you cannot even shoot it. There's not enough air in there. So basically having a 10 round magazine is useless. If you want to shoot all 10 rounds, you need to tone down the power. So maybe if like every shot is about 300 to 300 to 310 FPS with bricker balls, maybe that's it. Like 26 joules mark. So with 26 joules, you can empty all 10 rounds. Without the that kind of power, you know, if you go higher up, yes, you can do it, but it's not very practical for the setup. Okay, basically, let's look at that. The CO2 is all done. See, no more CO2. And basically, you just need to, sometimes this is stuck in there. Okay, so pros and cons. Using CO2 from the mag, I personally think that if you're a paintball player, this is very cool because you don't need the high power. Then you can adjust the gun to shoot about 2 or 3 mags of shots with 1 CO2. So you can eject the mag, refill, and then keep using it for paintball. Paintball is fine. For high power guys, okay? If you're shooting this gun with high power like how I do, you need to know that you only get 8 shots at max power. So tune it down to 25 or 26 joules so that you can finish the 10 rounds to be more reasonable, okay? But then, if you can shoot only 8 rounds, why not get a pistol like the T8.1? It's cheaper. So why do you want this? So kind of give and take. In our future video, you will see that we will be talking about how to use air from the other side, from the rear side. And so with air going here, meaning that you can use a tank or other method, you can still use CO2. If you are like those guys who say, hey, I don't want to, you know, go with an HPA tank, I want to use CO2, but I cannot use CO2 because the mag is plugged. So what do? Hey, you can use CO2 from the rear side too. Let me show you guys in an other video, and we'll talk about that. Okay, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like. Bye bye.